Audible po, rinig po si Sir Nelson.
Good morning po, sir. Yes po.
Okay, so it's Monday. So, yeah, okay. So, cancel po ang face-to-face, no? Since hindi naman kayo ang naka-onsite ngayon, IT ang naka-onsite, no? So, online pa rin naman. So, midterm is already done. So, waiting for the result. Sa tingin niyo po, may mga perfect po ba sa exam? Hello? Grabe naman si Saki. Sa tingin ko si Saki talaga makaka-perfect nito. Okay. Then, thank you class for participating po dun sa webinar po. So, it's a good additional credentials on your ano po, resume or curriculum vitae. So, it will be more, ano po, it's already on your ano na, no? Pag nasa labas na kayo, pag nakagraduate na kayo by next year. So, meron kayong mga naiipon na credentials. So, maybe in the future po na meron pa rin mga webinar, forward ko na lang din po ulit sa GC and then you can register it. It's a free. Magpapano lang po ako sa mga free webinar. Sorry. Mga free webinar po. So I hope may natutunan kayo sa mga naging speaker. It's a nice, no? Naalala niyo po ba yung mga topic on ethical hacking and also on the HCI? Meron po ba? Meron? Hello. So, ang nakarating pa lang po na certificate is yung sa ethical hacking. So, the next two, umattend din ba kayo po nung Saturday? Yung sa HCI? Oo, nakikita ko si Saki nga doon. Ikaw talaga napaka-attentive doon. Si Torres nakita ko rin. Sino pa ba yung nakita ko doon? Wait lang. Hmm, nakita pa ako doon eh sa section nyo. Wait lang. Sino pa ba yung nakikita ko doon? Wait, nalala ko eh. May sumagot dito. Si Cendric nandun din. Nakikita ko. Si Dirk nakikita ko. Sino ba yung nakita ko doon? Hmm, si Saki. Yan, nakita ko rin yung si Saki dun sa ano. So, I hope na mga nag-enjoy din kayo sa ano natin, no, webinar. So, I think, doon, attendance already posted in our GCR. Then class, doon sa ano nyo po, may forward po ako regarding po sa graduating class. So, kung naalala nyo po, no, may pina-check po ako sa EOCG nyo po para sa portal if it is ano na po, na makapag ano kayo, makapag request po on your certificate po para i-request si registrar. Mag-consolidate na po kayo. Ang ginawa niya isang section, parang consolidate siya ng isang request, pero multiple yung mga ano po. So, you can request your grades po para makasama na kayo sa list of tentative graduating class po by next school, ano po, second sem. Di ba naghanap na rin kayo ng for OJT nyo po? Nakapag ano na kayo? Minahanap na kayo class, if ever? Wala pa. So you can search po before mag second sem next year. So mabilis lang naman po yung OJT. Nasa 250 hours po ang ano nyo. 250 yata o 260. I don't know the exact figure ng time. Pero makakukuha nyo naman po yan. And then thesis po, tapos naman na kayo, di ba? Tapos na kayo sa thesis? O magti-thesis pa lang po kayo ngayon? Ah, hindi pa. Sige po. Okay, let's start our discussion for today. So, I'm presenting the screen on operation on language notation compiler. So for operations language notation compiler, it sounds like I'm interested in how compiler handle the language notation during operations. A compiler is a program that translates code written in one programming language, the source language, into another language, the target language. Often the machine code that as computer processor can execute directly. Here are some of the components on operations involved in a compiler. So the first one, so sabi ko nga sa inyo, pag-aaralan at papasukin ulit natin yung mga compiler ano natin. No? So this is the first one is the lexical analysis. And the first is the tokenization. The source code is broken down into tokens, which are the smallest units of meaning. This is the keyword, operations, identifiers, and so on po. Then the next is the lexical notation. This is a regular expression are often used for defined patterns for tokens. This is the syntax analysis. So on the parsing, the sequence of tokens is analyzed against the grammatical rules of source language to create a syntax tree. This is the parse tree. And also the context-free grammar or the CFG. This is used to define the syntax on a programming language notation like on the back as Naur form or the BNF, and also the extend Bacchus Naur form or ABNF are commonly used here on the syntax on the context-free grammar. Next is our semantic analysis. This is the type checking ensures the operations in the code are semantically correct. Example given here is the variables are declared before use. This is a type compatibility. And also the symbol table is maintained in form about variable, function, object, and etc. So that's on the semantic analysis. Next is is the symbol table po. So it's maintain information about the functions, object, and etc. Wait lang po. So on the number 4, this is the intermediate code generation. Class, ito po yung intermediate representative or intermediate representation or the IR. This is the syntax tree translated into intermediate code that it's easier to optimize and translate into machine code. And then the tree address code or the TAC, a common form of intermediate code. So this is the common code here is the TAC po, is the tree address code po. That's on the intermediate code generation. Next is the in the word optimization. This is the code optimization. Enhance the intermediate code, make it more efficient for reducing the numbers of instructions, improving memory usage. Also here class, no? So as you can see, ito yung pong ano natin sa optimization. So it will be more enhancement in how it will be ano po natin, paano po ba magiging flow in the next ano po natin. So that's on the yung memory space po. For example, 'di ba, the word optimized is so it will be optimizing. So it's the number po, reducing the numbers po na instructions. For example, kung multiple yung mga dinideclare mo by ano po, by a row. So pwede po siyang gawin in a looping on also in the improving the memory usage po kung kaya sang i-save po yung mga numbers po ng memory. Okay? So that's on the part of optimization. Next is the code generation po. This is the target. The target code here is the intermediate code is translated into target language, typically assembly or machine code po. So next is the instruction selection. This is the map intermediate operations to machine instructions. So that's on the part of code generation. On the code linking, this is an assembly. So for linking, combines various pieces of code and libraries into single executable. Assembly converts on the assembly code into machine code po. That's an assembly. Then here's an example. I'm illustrate how it will be on the source code in C. So declaration here is the int main. On the int is a is value is equal to 5 plus 3, and then it will return on the value of a po. And then for the lexical, so kung how it will be lexical, so it will be tokenized or in tokens. In tokens po, the int main, uh, open and close parentheses, the curly bracket, and also the int a is equal to b, equal b, 5 plus 3, and the semicolon return AN semicolon po. That's on the lexical. So tinokinase siya. How it will be interpreted in the syntax analysis po. So on the a parse tree po here, as you can see on the example, this is the function definition. Then also here, the return type, it will be the int po. And then the function name, it will be the main. And then the parameters is open and close parenthesis. And then the body, it will be declared on the int is equal to int a. And then the assignment will be a value is equal to 5 plus 3. And then it will return on the value of a po. So that's on the syntax analysis. On the next po is the semantic analysis. So check the declared before use and then ensure the 5 plus 3 is equal is a valid integer operation. That's on the semantic analysis. And then also on the intermediate code generation, this is the tree address code po. So how it will be? So a tree address po here is the T1 is equal to 5 plus 3. Then the value of A is equal to T1. So pag ano na po, ang value po ng A is equal to T1. So i-call lang po ito. Then once it return po, what is the value of 5 of A po is equal to T1. So nanggaling po dito sa taas, ito pong T1. So 5 plus 3 is equal to 8 po ang return dito on the value of A. On the optimization, so in-optimize, pinaliit po yung ano na hindi na kailangan pang multiplication anything po already provided the output. So it will be optimized. So A is equal to 8 po. Yan po, lumabas na siya, no? And then for the return, it will be A, the value of A is equal to 8 po. So that's on the part of optimization. So next is the code generation assembly. This is assembly. So MOV on R1 is equal ano po natin dito hashtag 8. And then for MOVRO, it will be the R1. So pag kinol mo yung R1, ito po yun, magbavalue 8 po ng hashtag 8 po. And then it will be return po. That's on the part ng code generation. For linker and assembler po. So combined with the code and libraries, produce the final executable po. So that's on the linker and assembler po. So that's on our first topic. Do you have any questions on this topic, class? On the first one? All good? Thumbs up if it's okay. If not, you can thumbs down po. Okay. Thank you for that. So next is our how to specify the tokens. So for specifying tokens is a fundamental part of lexical analysis. It is a compilation process po. Tokens are the smallest of meaning of programming language such as the keywords, operators, identifiers, literals, and punctuations marks. Here's some step-by-step guide on how to specify the tokens. The first one is define the lexical grammar. So the lexical grammar of programming language is defined using the regular expression or the regex. So on the regex po is specify the patterns on the different types of tokens. Each type of token is described as regex pattern. So paano po bang ibig sabihin ng regex pattern po? It means it is a regular expression po. Kung paano po magiging flow in a regular expression po. So later on, there's some example and also the how it will be step by step. Second is the common tokens po. Here are some common tokens that types are examples of their regex pattern po. On the keyword here is the reserved words in the language. So here in the if, else, while, for, return, float, and void. So this is the part of regex keywords. The next is the identifier. So there's the names. Names for variable functions, regex is A to Z, the lowercase, and then the uppercase A to Z, underscore, and then the A to Z lowercase, then A to Z in uppercase with 0 to 9 po na value with underscore po. So that's on the identifiers using on the regex po. On the operators, so on the symbol operations like addition, subtraction, etc. So regex here is the addition, subtraction, multiplication, uh, division, equal, double equal, not equal, less than, greater than, less than equal, and greater than equal po. That's on the part ng operators. For literal, so in numeric and string constant po on integers, integer literal. So here on the regex, and it will be declared as backslash d plus po. That's on the part ng regex for literals on integer po. Integer value po ha, ganito po siya. How it will be declared po on the regex. On the floating numbers po, on the regex po, here are the backslash b, backslash d plus, backslash dot, and backslash hashtag, and backslash b. So that's a part of floating point literals. Then for string literals po class, for regex here, so alam niyo na po pag string literals, ano nga po yung sinasabi ko? Pag string literal siya, merong, pag literal string, ano nga po sinasabi ko class? Hala, nakalimot na sila. Ano po pag string literals nga, meron siyang, para ma-identify siya as a string literals? Yes, tama si Dirk. So, dalawang double quotation po sa taas. So, that's a part of string literals po. Then, for punctuation, symbols like parentheses, braces, and commas, etc. So, this is a part of punctuation symbols for regular expression or regex. This is the open and close parentheses, the curly open parentheses, the bracket. Also here the ano po natin nung quit, semicolon, and dot po. That's on the part of punctuations. For white space and comments po, usually ignored by the lecturer, this is the white space. So yan po. So ibig sabihin wala ano po yan yung parang null. It means parang wala siyang value sa laman po. Later on, we will have a discuss on a sample po. For single line comment po, so on our normal on the C language programming ano natin no, ibang mga JavaScript ever. A single line comment po is the on the regex po it's a multiple backslash. But on the ano po natin pwede po natin na gawing isa no. That's a part of regex po for single line comment. And for multi-line comments po on the regex po there is a start and end po. Pero dito, pwede pong gawin siyang backslash lang na isa. Then ito po sa dulo po. Di ba ang iba, merong ginagawang backslash na may asterisk. Pero here in the regex po, you can put a comment or a comment po in the multi-line from the start to end po. This is from the start and the end po is the backslash po. So that's on the different na po ng regular expression po on the regex po for multi-line comments. So here, class, for example, na tokens that a specification code or the simply an example in the Python using the module on the specify tokenized in strong source code po. So here on token patterns, this is the keyword. If else, while for return in float and void as declared as keyword. A to Z on the eight upper and lower case with 0 to 9 a numeric number. This is as declared as identifier po. And then for operator, as we discussed on addition, subtraction, multiplication, and so on. And then for the integers literal po, this is a D plus 1 po. And also here on the BD, backslash on the string literal and also the float. And the string literal, there is a double quotation po. And then for punctuation, so we have the open and close parentheses, curly, and bracket po. And then for the white space, so as you can see here, this is the backslash S. And then for the double ano po dito sa single line comment po. And then for multi-line ano po, it will be ignored. So the value will be none declared dito. So once you have it conjoined the token a regex po, as you can see class, i-prepare po siya ng in a token po kung ano po bang i-call out doon. So later on may output po ito. So on the source code po, it will be to declare the value of int main, open and close parentheses with curly bracket, and then int is equal to int a is equal to 5 plus 3, and then return the value of a. So once you the tokenized po on the tokenized code on the Python po, here is the tokens equal to, and then the match and the redefiner po here is the token regex. So itatawag po ito dito. I-call out to, and then the source code po. Then itong dalawa tatawagin, and then kind po is equal to match po on the last group and match on the value po. And then it will be the group in the kind po. Once the if statement po in the kind, token is dot append, kind is po value. Then for token and tokens is print the value of token po. That's on the sample po code po ng Python. So for tokenizing process class, so there is a four. First is the combined regex pattern, merge all the tokens pattern into single regex using name groups. Match token use the combined regex to find the matches in the source code. So that's on the match tokens. And the three is the ignored unwanted tokens. So this is the skip tokens that are needed po. And example here is the white space or the comments. And then the fourth one is the store tokens. Here, this is the collect, store on the recognized tokens of further processing. For example, the syntax analysis. That's on the part of tokenizing process. Here, the example output kanina po dun sa Python. So, as you can see, the keyword is the integer. The main is the identifier, punctuations for open and close parentheses. The curly bracket, then the keyword is integer po. And the and the identifier is a, operator is equal, integer literal on the literal is 5, operator is addition, and then integer literal for 3, then punctuation of semicolon, and then the keyword return, and then identifier is a, and punctuations is semicolon, and then punctuation curly bracket. So that's on the source code how it will be tokenized po. That's on our second topic. Do you have any questions on the topic that we have? Wala po? Okay. So next is our regular expressions in specification. So for regular expression or the regex, here's the powerful tool to pattern and matching on text manipulation. So this is our use on specification for data validation, search operations, and text processing. Here are some common use for cases and example of regular expression and specification. Common use cases po on the validation, on the email addresses, ensure that the input conforms on the standard email format. So as you can see class, no, may mga format tayo on our email institution po. So for example, on your course po, di ba, BSCS kayo. Minsan po ang sa email format po natin is, for example sa akin po, Deloro Nelson _MIT at plmon.edu.ph. Sa inyo po, di ba, for example, ano po bang ano nyo, si Miss Alia, sample ko, no? Aliafe Kisana _BSCS at plmoon.edu.ph, di ba? That's the standard po ng email natin if on a different courses and also on the email address po natin. So that's on the part ng email addresses. Sa company rin, for example, sa akin po, sa company ko naman is nelson.delioro@dhl.com. So there is a format standard po. Yung lagi po yan, kapag standard sa private company, or in a public on a government offices, for example, yan po yung katulad sa institutional natin, 'di ba, .edu.ph yan under education. So there is a proper format validation on email addresses that we have. For phone numbers, validate numbers in a match specific format. So sa atin po sa Philippine setup po natin, no, ng natin is the 639. Tama po? Then so on po. That's the numbers na natin. And then for telephone number on Philippine setup po is the 632. Ayan. Yan yung mga numbers natin sa Philippines. Pero pag nakita niyo yung numbers ng ibang bansa, ang iikli, iba yung ano po, format. So there is a different phone numbers or cellphone number setup po nag-i-start ang kada continent or country po. On the postal codes po, for postal codes, correct on the format based on the country-specific rules. So as you can see, no, sa atin, sa 1772, sa Bayanan at Putatan, 1773, poblasyon at tunasan, mga ganon. So tanong class, bakit po ba kailangan natin mag-ano sa postal code po? Ano bang purpose po ng postal code, if ever? Anyone? Bakit na kailangan natin ng postal code po? May nagsagot ba sa chat? Hindi ko nakita yata. Check ko. Anong class? Anong purpose sa inyo po ng postal code po? Anyone? Input po on the using a postal? Nagsusulat po ba kayo or nakaka-receive kayo ng mga letter? Pwede po, correct po sa input. Tama po 'yan, Mr. Elioso. Kasi po, example natin sa postal office po, no? Alam po na magiging postman kung saan po yung yes, tama rin naman po. So, for example po sa mga nagpo-postman po or postal offices po, no? Pag sinabi pong 1772, nakita nung sa 170, sa sorting pa lang maalam mo na kung saan siya papuntang lugar. Also, class, ang purpose din ng postal code, for example, meron kasi tayong mga same na name ng mga provinces. For example, merong Naga City sa Cebu, meron namin Naga City sa Kamsur. So pag sinort out mo yon, kung hindi mo alam mo yung anong postal code na nakita mo doon, malilito ka kung kanina mo ipapadala yung letter na dapat sa Naga City sa Kamsur, napadala mo siya sa Cebu. So on a part of sorting, also on the differentiate kung yes po, tama rin naman if it is valid. But on the some of the ano po natin, no, for validation kung saan siyang area. Katulad ng mga nagde-deliver sa atin sa Shopee. Sinusort din yan ang ano, saan siyang area nagde-deliver. For example, naka-assign lang siya sa Putatan. Lahat ng Putatan na may 1772 na zip code, yun ang sakop niya lang. Hindi niya pwede i-extend pa papuntang Alabang o papunta ng Tunasan. So, yun ang area ng coverage lang if ever. Mabilis din ma-identify kung saan siya i-deliver. So, that's a part of sorting, also identifying the using of postal codes po. Search and replace po. For text editing, find the replace on the specific patterns in text files for documents. Also, the log analysis. This is extract specific information from log files po. That's on the search and replace. For data extraction, on the data extraction, this is the parsing data. So extract on the structured data from unstructured text. On the web scraping, this is a full specific pieces of information from the web po. So that's on a part of data extraction. Next. So here, for example, here on the email address validation, as on the regular expression or regex, so here on the start, it will read on the validation of A to Z, upper and lower, the numbers, and so on po, and it will last on the number of dollar sign. And then the phone numbers po, this is the US format only class, no? On the US format po, no, may mga ganito silang number na 334, standard nila yan. Sa atin naman, 632. Okay? And then for the postal code validation for US zip code po, this is the 54 sa kanila kasi ang daming state, no? So maraming mga lugar sa US. So mga numbers na lang ganito. Pero sa atin po, we can use the four numbers po ng ating postal code. So for extraction date, so extracting dates po here is a format of year, month, and date po. Sa tatlong ano natin, kasi tinatawag namin sa logistics yung T1 on the IATA code, T1 is the Americas region, T2 is Europe, and T3 is the Asian or Oceania. So part ng ano po, sa atin sa Philippines po, ano po bang format natin ng extracting dates if ever? Ano po bang format po? 'Di ba nakikita nyo dito, year, month, date po on the, I think this is a US format or Europe yata ang ganitong format nila. On the Asian country po, ano pong format nila po? To identify the dates. Anyone? Yes, correct. Yes po, correct Mr. Torres, yeah. For Asian country po, we are using the correct format of month, date, and year. On the Europe side po, it's date, month, and year po. Ganun po ang sa kanila. Sa ano naman po, sa ibang Americas region, gumagamit ng ganito pong year, month, and date po. So that's correct po for Asian. For finding URL, so on HTTPS, this is the start. Sa tingin nyo class, bakit po ba ngayon lagi nang ginagamit ang HTTPS sa tingin nyo? Hindi na siya tulad dati na, for example, nag-search ka ng Facebook, gagawin mo www.facebook.com. Ngayon, type mo lang ang Facebook lang lalabas na agad yung HTTP niya. Ano bang purpose po ng HTTP po? Anyone? Secured version po siya pag-load ng web and page po. Correct. Tama po, Mr. Torres. Napaka ng input ni Torres, no? Yeah, it's making more ano po, secured version po yan. Ibig sabihin, hindi po agad-agad mapapasok yan ng ibang mga viruses or turn down kasi po may mga firewall and also secured po ang encryption nila po. So, naka-encrypt po lahat ng information. For example, the Facebook, encrypted po ang ating data kapag nasa code base. Pero kapag nasa design view, di mo makikita yung code. On the code-based, ano po, secured po yan. Then also, make it easier to find your website po. Just itatype mo lang siya yung ano, yung pinaka root word po ng website, mabilis na agad siya, di ba? Mabilis po yun. That's a part of finding the URLs. So, tips for writing regular expression. So, on anchors, used on the, ito pong ano na to, and from the start on this icon and then match on the end on the start and dollar sign match on the end of the string. Okay po, that's on the tips po. And character classes use the bracket on the define the set of characters to match, and also the quantifiers use on the hash star hash pound po or the for zero or more, and then for addition, this is a multiplication, no? And then this is the addition. This is one or more. And then for question mark, it is a zero or one. And then N and M between the N and M times po. That's on the quantifiers. And the group N alternation po. Wait lang class. Babaying ako. Sakit. That's long. Sorry. For group and alternation, so use on the open and close parentheses for groupings, and then for yung ano po, single line, it is for alternation or logical or. That's on the tips of writing regular expression. So for tools on texting regular expression, so as we can ano po natin dito, regex 101 on online regex for tester and debugger. And then for regex and an active Regex tools for learning, testing, and creating regex pattern. That's on a regex. And Visual Studio for code. So as we can use na ano po yung regular natin ginagamit ang Visual Studio as our Visual Studio Code po. And then next, this is for the best practice that we have for readability. Write on the regex pattern on the are easy to read and maintain, and also the comments. Use comments for if supported by the tool to explain the complex and pattern. Then for testing, always test your regex on patterns with variety of input data to ensure the work as expected po. That's on the part of testing. So best practice natin, readability, comments, and testing. So that's our topic for third topic. Do you have any questions on that, class? Do you have none? Okay. Next po tayo for our last topic for today. So this is how to break up text po. Class, hindi to pagkikipag-break via text, ah. So it will be simplified kung paano i-groupings, paano siya i-breakdown. Okay? So, for breaking up text into small parts can be useful in the various tasks such as the data processing, text analysis, and formatting. Here are some several methods to break up text along with example in Python. So, commonly in the programming language used for text manipulation. The first is the splitting text by delimiters. This is you can split text based on the delimiters, such as and spaces, commas, and other characteristics or the characters. Example here, the splitting by space. So, i-split siya by a space class. So, this is an example ng the Python. The text value is, this is an example. And then, it will be, the words will be the declaration text dot split. So, it will be the default delimiter is space po. So, magkaka-separate lang siya via space po. And then, call out for the print of word. So, it will be, print output will be that this is an example sentence. So, sineperate siya via space po. Via words po on the space. Next is the splitting via comma. So, on comma here, example, the text value is the text is equal to apple, banana, and cherry. So, on the fruits is equal to text to split po. I-split ulit. Pero nag-declare siya ng split value po. So, it will be separate via comma. So on the here in the print on the fruits po, the value of fruits, so it will be print as apple, kuwit, banana, kuwit, cherry. So that's on the splitting via comma. Next po is the using regular expression. Regular expressions provide more flexible way to split text based on complex pattern. Example is the splitting via multiple delimiters. This is the space, comma, and period po. So, for example here, this is an example sentence with multiple delimiters. So, as the parts declare po, re-split po, so it will be separate via splitting with, ano po, tatanggalin po yung may mga kuwit, dot, at yung ano po, expression na symbol. So, on the print parts po here, class, now as you can see, this is an example. Ay, hindi pala siya tinanggal. Sorry, sorry. Binabasa po pati yung ito po yung sasama yung space, comma, and period po. So, pinag-ano po, ang pagkakaseparate po is hindi po siya tinanggal. What I mean, binabasa po yung space, comma, at period po as part ng splitting po. So, this is an example, space po on the dot, and also the sentence here, and with, and multiple po. So, that's on a part ng ating splitting on the multiple delimiters with space, comma, and period po. Next is the breaking text into fixed length chunks po. It means parang, for example, group by 3, group by 2, just like that, no? This is an example for text fixed length chunks po. On the first certain application, you might need to take a chunks of specific length, for example, the fixed length chunks. So the text value is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Hij. And then the size of chunk is on the value of 3. Then on the chunks po here, on the text po, it will be categorized po or i-group po natin siya via 3. So the output will be the ABC, DEF, GHA, and J. Bakit po ba nahiwalay yung J? Wala siyang kagrupo. Nagsosolo lang siya, 'di ba? I-group siya by 3. Sa tingin nyo, bakit po siya nagsolo? Yung letter J po. Anyone? Sa tingin nyo, class, bakit po siya naiwan? Correct, tama po. So, ayan po. Kaya po nahiwalay, it's a group or chunk by group of 3. Correct. Next po is breaking text via lines po. It will be on line level po, no? For splitting text on the line can be used on processing multi-line string. For example, splitting by new line po. Alam niyo naman pag dinideclare natin sa code, no? Pag new line, so it will be explained next by Lex po, no? That's on the text split po on the next line. So ito po yung nakikita nyo yung logo ng next line lagi, no? Alala nyo po ito sa C languages and JavaScript, anything po, no? This is a next line. So it will be split on the per lines po. It will be output line 1, line 2, line 3 po. So magkakasunod-sunod siya. Okay? Breaking text by a sentence po. On the breaking text into sentence, doing a regular expression or library like NLTK. More advanced for NLP task po. Example here is splitting by period on a simple method po here. On the Python here, example, this is a text 1, this is a sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3. So, split the sentence by a dot. So, tinanggal lang po yung dot doon sa mga ano sa sentence na to. Yun po na separate po siya or na split by a tatlo. Kasi po, ang splitting is by a dot po. Next, splitting by sentence using the NLTK. For import NLTK using a Python language. So, on the download, the PUNKT. On the import side of NLTK tokenize on the import and the sentence here, the tokenize. So, sentence tokenize po tayo, no? Ang nangyari dito, this is a sentence 1, this is a sentence 2, and sentence 3. Then, set on the tokenize po on the text value. And then, print the sentence. It will be print output like this po class, no? This is a sentence 1, this is a sentence 2, and this is a sentence 3. So, that's on the part of Python example for using NLTK po. Next is the breaking text by words. So, pinag-split siya by words po. So, for more advanced on processing, breaking text into words can be useful for NLTK on the word tokenization. Ito naman yung by word tokenization po. NLTK tokenize import word tokenize. So, the example na text value po is this is an example sentence and then the words will be word tokenized on the text value po. So, in the print words po, so kinall out po yung print na words po, the output will be this is an example sentence. And ika-count po yung dot as part ng tinokenized na word po. Okay? So, this is an example for breaking text by words. For best practices here, choose the right tool. Use in the built-on string methods with the single simple task and regular expression and LTP libraries for complex text and processing. And also here the consider the edges of cases, ensuring that your method handles edges cases such as multiple uh, edges cases as a multiple spaces, punctuations, or special characters. And then for test po, with the various inputs, always test your text breaking methods with different types of input to ensure robustness po. So that's on a part of best practice. hmm I think that's our last topic for today. The Finite Automata will be discussed by Thursday. So it more complex po ang ating Finite Automata. Wait lang guys. So by next Thursday na lang po, iyan natin tong Finite Automata. So it will be posted are some of the topics posted today. So I think that's all for today on our discussions. Okay. Mhm. Anong gagawin ko next? So, think that's all for our topic. So, let's do our attendance for today. Meron pang hindi nagta-time, ano po, may 20 pang hindi nagte-turn in. Arnaiz, Avenue, Avila, Bragas, Buñol, Caballero, Duliavin, Estrada, Genelaso, Mabalatan, Napili, Navarro, Orgalino, Parani, Parcon, Piamonte, Salgado, Sarmiento, Silvestre, and Villardo. Pasuyin muna po ng attendance po, pa-turn in po. Let's start. Once I call your name, just say present and uh, tawag dito, and open your camera po. Agbolos, Justin Matthew. Agbolos. Ayan po si Agbolos. Justin. Ay, nag-time in lang siya. Wala. Point 5. Judimar Aquinta.
Present, sir.
Jana Arnaiz.
Present po.
Saki Lay Avenue. Jonaline Avila III.
Present po.
Irish Anika Bragas. Jericho Buñol.
Present, sir.
Denefe Justin Caballero. Wala. Pia Teres Canlas.
Present po.
Joje Di Castro,
Present po.
Prince Jabe Dulebin, Earl Vince Lioso,
Present po, sir.
Angelo Estrada, Michael Jeff Fuentes,
Present po.
Aljem Gahuman,
Present po, sir.
Kate Gaurana,
Gaurana, present po, sir.
Joseph David Genelaso, Belia Donna Giliana,
Present po.
Jacob Hernandez,
Present po, sir.
Angelo Huwit,
Sir, present po.
Ginnery Lorico,
Present po, sir.
Ferdinand Mabalatan,
Present po, sir.
Arthur Bernard Malate,
Present po, sir.
Aaron John Malto,
Present po, sir.
Angelo Lan Manrique,
Present po, sir.
Jimwell Ivan Marmeto,
Present po, sir. Present po.
Christian George Mendoza,
Present po.
Charles Hoben Charles, wala. Von Saver Mosquete,
Present po.
Mark Anthony Napili, Alea Eunice Navarro, Roma May Nerbiol,
Present po.
Berlin Jade Obina,
Present po.
Engelbert Ocale,
Present, sir.
Mark Brian Oliveros,
Present po, sir.
Jarcy Orgalino,
Present po, sir.
Estrada, Piolo Parani,
Present po, sir.
Mark John Parcon,
Present po, sir.
RG Piamonte,
Present po.
Cendric Pontepedra,
Present po, sir.
Kent Gabriel Kilaw,
Present po, sir.
Aliyah Faye Kisana,
Present po.
Ramil Rait,
Present po, sir.
Mike Jester Rebadulio,
Present po.
Depech Requilias,
Present po, sir.
Christian Repalde, Harry Kane Santa Clan,
Sakdalan, present.
Salgado
Present
K.
po, sir. Present po.
Sarcilia Elijan,
Present po.
Sarmiento Maria Christine,
Present po.
Silvestre Zero, Jaira Santa Ana,
Present po.
John Tapalia,
Present po.
Dirk Zafer Torres,
Present po, sir.
Judith Villardo.
Present po, sir.
Prepare to open your camera. To capture an attendance. Open your camera na po. Ready? Bakit konti lang ang iba? Nasaan na iba? Ready po. First shot. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Parang hindi ko nakita si Jeff nung nung nag-exam kayo sa subject ko. Nandun ba si Jeff? May kulang ba sa inyo? Nandun ka ba? Nag-exam ka ba, Jeff? Parang hindi kita nakita.
Nag-exam po, sir.
Ah, tumago ka lang sa tabi-tabi. Okay. Next po, second shot. Ready po. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, wait lang natin po class yung sa result ng exam. So, I will announce it on the GC kung sino po nakakuha ng ating papremyo. Pero sa tingin niyo po ba, may makaka-perfect po? Meron class? Hello, nagano si Saki. Tingin ko talaga si Saki ang makaka-perfect. So, I will announce po class once I get the result po from our natin. Then, kapag wala pong nanalo doon sa papremyo, so maybe I will change the decision. Kung sino pinakamataas, yun po makakakuha ng papremyo po. So, tingnan natin muna bago tayo mag-announce ng po. So, kung other questions, any po, just inform me as soon as possible so we can we can discuss or answer clarification. So, I think that's all for today. So, see you in Thursday class. So, ingat po sa lahat. Mag-ingat po ha. Uso po ang ubot sipon ngayon. Kaya po nag-cancel po ang ating face-to-face na klase po. Ingat po sa lahat and have a good day po everyone. Bye-bye.